Hey guys, welcome back to the Full Show. It is a special show. National Signing Day started today, the 19th of December. And as you no doubt know, the signing day is a 3-day period. Most of the commitments signed today, but I know others are still signing tomorrow, like Eric Gray is, former Michigan commit. He's going to go to Tennessee. So no doubt there are other players that are going to commit tomorrow and Friday. There's also the other traditional signing day in February, like February 6th or something like that. Like, I think, to the best of my knowledge, like Crouch, another player Michigan's interested in from like North Carolina, South Carolina area, I think it's South. He's interested in maybe Clemson, Tennessee, or Michigan. I think he's announcing in February. So, different players are announcing different days, but most happen today. So, obviously, these class rankings will go up and down according to how many more people come. This is about 4:30 in the afternoon when I'm doing this video. Looking at Michigan's class, right now, according to ESPN, they're number 4 in the country and number 1 in the Big Ten. Comparatively, Day, his first class at Ohio State, 11th in the nation, number 2 in the Big Ten. Obviously, they got Zack Harrison, outstanding pickup for them. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Penn State was number 12, 3 in the Big Ten. And Michigan State, doing Michigan's kind of bigger rivals here, 27th in the nation and 6th in the Big Ten. I think there was Wisconsin, is still below that even, Wisconsin. But you had Nebraska had a good recruiting class. Purdue had a good recruiting class. Those are up there a little bit too. Now, looking at the class for Michigan, it's an outstanding class. I got to give props to Chris Hinton and Giles Jackson. For one thing, Hinton was like the first big recruit Michigan signed, and he stuck with Michigan for as long as he's been signed. It's been well over a year, and he never wavered. I know some players sign on and they get cold feet or whatever, and then they leave. I got to give props. He gave his word. He stuck to it. That's just the system of it is. Coaches can take away scholarships. Players can flip. That's just how it is right now. But he and Giles Jackson, man, they were all over Twitter trying to get people to come to Michigan. Always like talking to people who had like offers, trying to get them to come here to join the Michigan football family. And so I think they did a great job, and I want to give props to Jackson and Hinton for doing a really good job on the social media front. Now, I'm going to talk about 3 important things from today. Obviously, first off, Daxton Hill reflipping from Alabama to Michigan. Obviously, a couple weeks back on a Saturday night, Hill just spontaneously just said he decommitted and went to Alabama. That followed Michigan coming in on Wednesday. Alabama came in on Thursday. Saturday, he decommitted. But the rumor is that Nick Saban was really trying to push that Harbaugh was going to go to the NFL, that you come to Alabama because Harbaugh's going to leave. That coming Monday, so he decommitted Saturday, that coming Monday, Harbaugh came out and said, I'm sticking. Now, we'll see if that happens. It's signing day, right? So anything can happen, including rumors that Nick Saban might go to Green Bay. I don't think it's happening. He's the best coach in college. Why would you leave that? Now, anyways. So immediately there started being some smoke about Daxton Hill kind of leaning back to Michigan. Like, maybe he bought into Harbaugh being gone, and then when Harbaugh said he wasn't, he started leaning back towards Michigan, and there was more smoke, and of course the old adage where there's smoke, there's fire. He was the 3rd commitment today. I mean, I honestly thought he would go to Alabama, don't get me wrong, and I thought maybe he would just take his time and wait till the February signing day. When I saw, before my job started this morning, I was just looking on, MGO blog and, Twitter, and all of a sudden I see Daxton Hill signed. Honestly, I went running around my office. I was like, woo, I was pumping the air. I was like, woohoo. Honestly, I was like so ecstatic. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, to me, it's kind of like where you thought you lost something you really wanted, and then it came back. Right? I know he's an 18-year-old kid. I would call him a kid still. And it's just crazy that he came back to Michigan. And I just appreciate it. I'm glad he didn't read all those disgusting tweets from Michigan fans who thought it was the right way to attack a 18-year-old kid on Twitter. Like, those people need to get a life. I mean, that is not the way to act. And sadly, social media like Twitter just lets people just spew vileness and then hide behind whatever little name they have. It's like, you would never say that to his face. And that's just what I can't stand about social media, is like everyone can say what they want. You would never say it to him in person. Ecstatic that Daxton Hill has returned his commitment to Michigan. That's a huge plus. Another big signing today, wide receiver Cornelius Jackson out of Connecticut. Big guy, like 6'2", really good wide receiver. He's going to do great for those vertical routes. Dom Brown really got him out of the Northeast connection, so that's a really good pickup. The recruiting class in wide receivers is looking pretty good, and hopefully they'll have some good speed. I think that's the big key I take from this Michigan recruiting class, is they saw, and clearly in Ohio State, it was evident to everyone who watched, Michigan's defense might be good, but they lacked that speed. Michigan just needs speed, speed, speed. So, a lot of the guys they recruited had lots and lots of speed. We'll see how it transfers, obviously, to the college game. And lastly, of course, Zack Harrison didn't come to Michigan. I mean, it was just in, you know, the crystal balls were all switching back to Ohio State. It just makes sense. He's in the middle of Columbus, basically. His family wanted him to go to OSU. His fans obviously wanted him to go to OSU. It's hard to not go to your home city school, basically. Especially, it's not like skipping out on, like, say, Rutgers or Central Michigan or something. It's Ohio State. They're a powerhouse in football. So, I mean, it makes sense that he chose them, and I'm not shocked. I hold absolutely no grudge. Again, these are 18-year-old kids making these decisions. I'm not going to be one of those guys who's, like, going to attack him and say anything about him, because he did not commit to Michigan either. Hey, I hope he does well in every game but the game. All right. Now, one final thought here. I know this is all these stars, all these players' names and numbers and all those computations, all they are just little stats, little stars, little numbers. Because you know what? That's just high school. And a lot of players can just get by on their God-given ability, and maybe they don't work very hard. They can just go and outrun everyone. They can go and outjump anyone. They can push people over because they're just innately strong. Now they come to a university, whatever university it is, and now they have to work. How hard are they going to work? Are they going to focus on their academics enough so they don't lose their scholarship? Remain academically eligible, right? Don't lose yourself in the social life. That's on their side. The players take care of themselves, hopefully. Now, the coaches have to get them ready. We got spring football to look forward to. As soon as those early enrollees are in, they can start working with the coaches a little bit. Obviously, strength and conditioning can work. You have your nutritionists, your dietitians can start getting them going which way they want them to go. And so now it's a real balance. They got to come together and work. That's on the staff. Can they get these players, can they mold these players into the best they can be? That's what you want your coaches to do. Mold those players to the best they can be. Now, I think Michigan can do that, but I honestly think Michigan's got to join the big playoff contender teams. They have to have a little bit running quarterback, and they have to have a much better effective passing game. We got to be more like a 300-yard passer and a 100-yard rusher. That's what we need to be. Then I think if we can do that, then you're trying to use your talent, your players in space. You don't have to stop running the ball. Just do the spread and run out of it. It'd just be so great. Michigan has the talent, but will Harbaugh let them do it is the question. All right. What are your thoughts about National Signing Day? I thought a lot of the teams in the Big Ten, especially Ohio State, Penn State, did a great job. And not to be shocked. I mean, they're football powerhouses. I think they did a great job at Ohio State. Obviously, it's not done. There's some big names still out there. They might go to one of the schools, Ohio State, Penn State. Maybe Michigan will pick up another one. We'll see. Yeah. Let me know in the comments below, what are you really excited about? What did you think about Daxton Hill free-flipping and coming back to Michigan? What are you excited about as we look forward to you know, the next couple days and this class. I really love our running back coming in, our quarterback coming in. Great, love these guys. It was just so sad though. You think about it. I'm like so ready. Let's get these guys. I want to watch more football. There's one more game left. Then it's all the way to September. Oh, that's a long time. All right, hey, thanks for watching, and for my new subscribers, thank you. Appreciate it. And if you like it, please subscribe. I really do like seeing those numbers climbing. And as always, go blue and go Big Ten, especially as we go to the bowl season. I'd love to win the bowl championship little thingy. Since we don't get to go to the playoff, we got to change something up. So hopefully we can win this and get to an 8-game playoff next year. Hey, as always, thanks for watching.